It's a harsh reality, but some people in our lives take pleasure in causing harm and chaos. Think about it, you could be sharing moments, trusting someone, only to discover they are the very source of your turmoil. Today, we dive deep into a topic that's as fascinating as it is frightening, recognizing the signs you're dealing with an evil person. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a family member, these individuals can be masters of deception, hiding their true nature behind charm and charisma. Today, we're not just exploring this dark side of human behavior out of curiosity. Understanding these signs can be life-changing. The Stoics believed in the power of perception and the importance of living a life guided by reason and virtue. By identifying and understanding these toxic traits, we can protect our peace of mind and cultivate healthier relationships, staying true to the Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. Stay with us as we uncover 5 telltale signs of an evil person. By the end of this video, you'll not only be better equipped to spot these behaviors but also learn practical ways to safeguard your mental health and well-being. If you appreciate what we're doing here, a simple free favor I'll ask from you is to hit the subscribe button, and please don't skip any part of the video, you won't want to miss our special bonus section. Sign 1, the charmer with a dark side. When we talk about people who seem charming and charismatic at first, it's important to remember that appearances can be deceiving. These individuals often have a way of lighting up a room, making everyone around them feel special and valued. They know exactly what to say to make you feel like you've just made a new best friend. At first glance, they seem like the perfect person, witty, engaging, and seemingly interested in your life. It's easy to get swept up in their charm, thinking you found someone truly special. However, the Stoics teach us to look beyond the surface and seek the truth through rational thought and observation. Over time, you might start to notice little cracks in their facade. Maybe they always need to be the center of attention, overshadowing others in social settings. They might talk over you, interrupt you, or even subtly put you down in front of others. These aren't just quirks or signs of an extroverted personality, they're red flags. The Stoics would advise us to observe these behaviors with a clear mind, unclouded by the initial excitement of their charisma. Imagine being at a party where this person is the life of the event, telling jokes and captivating the crowd. At first, it feels great to be in their orbit, but as the evening progresses, you realize they're dominating every conversation, making everything about themselves. When you try to share something about your life, they quickly redirect the topic back to them. This is where the Stoic principle of apatheia, a state of being undisturbed by external things, comes in handy. By staying emotionally balanced, you can see through their charming act and recognize the self-centered nature underneath. It's also crucial to pay attention to how they react when things don't go their way. A person who is genuinely kind and caring will handle disappointments and disagreements with grace and understanding, but someone who is merely playing a role to gain your trust might quickly become angry or defensive. They might lash out or try to manipulate the situation to regain control. According to Stoic wisdom, such reactions are clear indicators of a lack of virtuous character. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to be wary of those who display signs of anger and manipulation, as these are not the traits of a rational and virtuous person. The key here is to take your time and trust your instincts. The Stoics believed in the power of observation and the importance of not rushing to judgment based on first impressions. Epictetus taught that we should carefully evaluate the character of those we allow into our inner circle. So if someone seems too good to be true, give yourself the space to observe their actions over time. Notice how they treat others, especially when they think no one is watching. True character is revealed in how a person behaves when they aren't trying to impress anyone. Remember, not everyone who seems charming and charismatic has good intentions. Some people use their charm as a tool for manipulation. By staying grounded and mindful, you can protect yourself from being taken in by a superficial facade. Stay true to the Stoic principles of wisdom and discernment, and you'll be better equipped to navigate these interactions. Sign 2, the empathy void. Another crucial sign to watch out for is a lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's what allows us to connect deeply with those around us, to offer support when it's needed, and to create meaningful relationships. However, there are individuals out there who seem to completely lack this essential human trait. They don't care about how their actions or words affect others, and this can have a devastating impact on those around them. The Stoics believed in the importance of compassion and understanding as fundamental virtues. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about the interconnectedness of humanity and the need to consider the well-being of others as part of our own well-being. So when we encounter someone who shows a blatant disregard for the feelings of others, it's a serious red flag. Imagine you're sharing something deeply personal with a friend, hoping for some comfort or understanding. Instead of showing any genuine concern, they brush off your feelings or even mock your vulnerability. This lack of empathy can make you feel isolated and misunderstood. It's not just about them not being there for you in tough times, it's also about them failing to share in your joy or celebrate your successes. A person who lacks empathy won't cheer for your achievements, they might even undermine them or take credit for themselves. This behavior is not just limited to personal relationships. Consider a boss who pushes their employees to the brink, showing no concern for their well-being. These might seem like minor annoyances at first, but they add up to a pattern of behavior that reveals a deeper issue. The Stoics would remind us to be observant and discerning, understanding that these small signs are indicative of a person's true character. If you find yourself dealing with someone who consistently lacks empathy, it's important to set boundaries to protect your own mental and emotional health. The Stoics believed in the importance of maintaining our own well-being and not allowing the negativity of others to disturb our peace. You have the right to distance yourself from those who drain your energy and bring you down. Another major sign of an evil person is manipulation. Manipulation is when someone uses deceit or cunning tactics to control or influence others to get what they want. It's a subtle, often insidious behavior that can be incredibly damaging to those on the receiving end. Manipulators are skilled at twisting situations, making you question your reality, and bending your will to suit their needs. This can leave you feeling confused, powerless, and unsure of your own judgments. Let's think about manipulation from a Stoic perspective. The Stoics valued clarity of thought and the ability to see things as they truly are. They taught that our perceptions should be grounded in reality and that we should remain steadfast in our principles, no matter the external pressures. When someone manipulates you, they are attempting to cloud your perception and distort reality, making it difficult for you to stay true to these Stoic ideals. A common form of manipulation is gaslighting, where the manipulator tries to make you doubt your own memory, perception, or sanity. They might deny that certain events happened or twist your words and actions to make you feel at fault. For example, let's say you confront a friend about something hurtful they said. Instead of acknowledging it, they might turn the tables, accusing you of being overly sensitive or misremembering the situation. This can erode your confidence and make you reliant on the manipulator's version of reality. Manipulators are also adept at playing the victim. They might guilt-trip you into doing things you don't want to do by making you feel responsible for their happiness or well-being. We cannot control others' actions or emotions, only our own. Recognizing manipulation allows us to reclaim our power and act according to our values rather than being swayed by someone else's agenda. If you notice someone frequently manipulating situations to their advantage, it's a strong indicator that they do not have your best interests at heart. This behavior is the opposite of the Stoic ideal of fairness and justice. The Stoics believed in treating others with respect and integrity, and manipulation violates these principles by using deception to gain power over others. It's important to trust your instincts when you feel like someone is trying to manipulate you. The Stoics encourage us to maintain our autonomy and to act with wisdom and virtue, even when faced with difficult situations. If you sense that someone is manipulating you, it's okay to step back, set boundaries, and protect your mental and emotional health. Remember that true relationships are based on mutual respect and honesty, not control and deceit. This not only creates a sense of insecurity but also undermines the foundation of trust that any healthy relationship requires. The Stoics would advise us to be vigilant in recognizing dishonesty and to distance ourselves from those who consistently lie. It's also important to reflect on how we respond to lying. The Stoics believed in maintaining our own integrity, regardless of how others behave. This means being honest in our dealings and not allowing someone else's dishonesty to compromise our own values. If you find yourself dealing with a chronic liar, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship and consider whether it's worth continuing. Honesty is a cornerstone of any meaningful connection, and without it, the relationship is built on shaky ground. Finally, let's talk about the absence of guilt or remorse. Most of us have an inner moral compass that guides our actions and helps us distinguish right from wrong. When we make a mistake or hurt someone, we feel guilt or remorse, which drives us to make amends and learn from our actions. However, there are individuals who seem to lack this moral compass entirely. They can cause harm, lie, or manipulate without feeling any guilt or remorse for their actions. This is a particularly dangerous trait because it means they have no internal check on their behavior. Without guilt or remorse, there's nothing stopping them from continuing to harm others. The Stoics believed in the importance of moral virtue and the role of conscience in guiding our actions. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about the need to act in accordance with reason and virtue, always considering the impact of our actions on others. When someone lacks guilt or remorse, it's a clear sign that they are disconnected from these fundamental principles. They may justify their actions, blame others, or simply not care about the consequences of their behavior. This can make them particularly dangerous to be around, as they are capable of causing significant harm without any sense of responsibility. Imagine confronting someone about something hurtful they've done, only to have them respond with indifference or even anger. They might say things like, "That's your problem, not mine," or "I did what I had to do." This lack of remorse can be deeply unsettling, as it reveals a person who is not guided by the same moral principles that most of us hold dear. If someone shows a consistent lack of guilt or remorse, it may be time to distance yourself from them. Your peace of mind and well-being are too valuable to be compromised by someone who doesn't share your commitment to virtue and integrity. In conclusion, recognizing these signs of an evil person, charm masking a lack of empathy, manipulation, chronic lying, and the absence of guilt or remorse, can help you protect yourself from harm. Remember, it's okay to set boundaries and protect your mental and emotional health. You have the right to surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, not those who bring negativity and harm into your life. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for our bonus section, where we'll share an effective strategy for setting firm boundaries with these individuals. And as always, stay strong, stay wise, and stay true to yourself.